What's going on, everyone? Kelly and...
Kelly, hey guys.
That's right. Both of us again. Welcome to today's edition of Honky Tonk Highway, episode number... Nice. Hold that thought. I put up the wrong number, guys. Yesterday was 94. I just decided we were going to have two episode 94s. But nope, today's actually episode 95. Oops.
It's Sunday. No, we weren't doing anything yesterday.
Welcome to Sunday Fun Day, as we like to call it, little Q&A with K and K. It's a lot of initials that came over there. I thought I was clever. Mm. She puts up with this on a daily basis, folks. That's right. Hope everyone's enjoying their weekend so far. This nice, glorious Sunday. I know we got tons of y'all already in the chat. Maddie B joined us, and I know it's still early. It's 9 a.m. for you, Matts. Andy's in the house. Elsa, Natasha, Lynn, Ray, Joan. Welcome to everybody. Hope y'all are enjoying your week. Episode 95. Did you ever think we'd get through 95 of these?
It's you, so I never know.
I'm a little crazy. What can I say? We got one more week, the last couple before we hit the 100th episode. So looking forward to that. That's right, this Friday we're going to the Guyton compound. We're taking it on the road.
Here's my disclaimer. We do not know what will be said or will be done or where the location will be. So don't hold us accountable.
Yeah, we're going to when I get up there on Friday, we're going to test out how good the Wi-Fi is to see how close down to the dock we can get. Me, Guyton, some Southern comfort, and not just 1 but 2 hours. It's a double dose. You're getting 2 hours of a party time on Friday.
With maybe a random cat or two.
So,
you never know.
No, Amy, I don't know if she's here yet, but I know there's a couple birthdays today. Dancing Terry Purnell from South Carolina, and also Julie Ellis.
Yes.
From Ohio. Both of their birthdays are today. Both of them, I'm sure, celebrating it up.
Happy birthday, friends.
Happy birthday. I got a couple more days before mine. Lots of birthdays this week. I know Simon Ward's is Thursday on the 14th.
Melissa Culbertson.
Melissa Culbertson's the day after us on the 16th.
No, day before.
Oh, no, yeah, it is the day before me. Melissa and Simon's the day before. Me and Jen are on the 15th. There's lots of birthdays this year.
We just celebrated a friend's birthday Friday.
We did.
Went to dinner.
Yep, 95. Told us the COVID 95 episodes. Thank you, Natasha. This week's going to be fun. Tomorrow, you're going to go back to just getting me, probably. It's like, yeah. And we're just going to take a look back on the 95 so far. What I've liked, what you guys have liked, some different things we've done. Then Tuesday, we're starting with interviews. I'm going to Blast from the Past, a little throwback on Tuesday. Cody Stevens is going to be joining me. It's going to be a fun time. If you watch the Brian...
Bella, you're supposed to be at work. She just logged in. Sorry. She's supposed to be at work.
If you saw the Brian episode, Cody showed up in the chat, got brought up. One of Brian's famous dances, Floor Filler, was choreographed by Mr. Cody Stevens. So he's been away from dance for a while, but we're going to get a chat with him. Wednesday, a name you definitely know, Mr. Michael Lynn from Streamline, nominated for Dedicated DJ of the Year. He's going to be joining me. He has done a ton of teaching through this whole lockdown on Streamline and stuff like that. The radio shows he's been doing. So it's going to be fun.
If you missed New Year's, you missed a fun
night. You missed a nice sparkly shirt with him on New Year's Eve in Kings Hill. Thursday, I'm actually stoked about. I got 4 guests joining me, and these boys are awesome. I got Mark, Chris, Ray, and Matt joining me. The guys behind Legends Tonight. They're behind 2 nominated Crystal Boot Awards. Get Ready to Ride and Get Juicy. So, for Juicy Wiggle, of course. That song is just, it's fun when I play it. I love playing that song on the radio. So they're going to be joining me on Thursday before we hit number 100 on Friday with Guyton. So, today's show.
Yeah.
A little Q&A, guys. What do y'all want to know? What do you want to ask? What do you want to talk about? This is just a fun day, nice little Sunday fun day with us, getting to hang out, chit-chat for the hour, ask us what you want. It could be about the show, about Seven Media, about how she puts up with me, travel, anything. What do y'all want to know? Yeah, Amy's in a few weeks on the 29th. Happy early birthday, Amy.
Also, make sure you pay attention to social media next weekend because we are going to Disney.
Yes.
With a very rowdy group of people.
Yes.
To celebrate Jen's birthday and Kelly's birthday and yeah.
Epcot on Saturday, Magic Kingdom on Sunday, Hollywood on Monday. When and how did y'all meet and hook up?
We're gonna give you the abbreviated version.
We met at a bar.
We met at our local country bar up here in Orlando through some friends. He was having kind of a guys' night and I was having a girls' night, and the funny thing is we have the same group of friends, but we had never met because he had moved away, and I had known about him through a friend of mine, and
scarily enough, I wasn't even living here when we met. Me and Jason Cameron came up to grab some pieces of dance floor to work on it. We were down South Biltmore dance floor in Fort Lauderdale, and we had to come up to get it out of the storage unit. So we decided to come up, spend the whole day here. Came up Saturday, went to the barn Saturday night, and then drove home Sunday. So that's actually how we actually met. Was at a night I wasn't even living here.
Yeah. So the funny part was he was down in Fort Lauderdale, and my parents and I grew up about 25 minutes north. So I was down there visiting my parents a good amount of time anyways. That was before I moved home. And, yeah. The rest is history. Somehow we put up with each other.
Just over 6 years later, I'm still alive.
Hey, I'm not that mean.
Your famous saying is, and I haven't killed him yet.
It's true. I mean, my mom says it. My mom says it. That says a lot. I love my mother dearly. She's probably watching. Hi, Mom. She comes on, but she never says anything.
Maddie B. You didn't even slow into it. Are you drinking your Irish cream latte again? In our personal view, not pertaining to the job. Stephen, though, not that mean.
Hey, you be nice. I'm only mean when he wakes me up because he's on a phone call or playing Fortnite.
What is the one thing you find irritating in the line dance community? I am. Bring it on.
Gosh, Maddie. You can go first.
Right now, what I find irritating, the fact that no one knows how to be nice to each other.
Yeah.
Right now, what I find the most irritating is the hate.
It's the appreciation.
I guess, and I'm not even into that. It's just through all of this, through everything that's happened with the pandemic, with everything across the way, with everybody, no one knows how to be nice to each other anymore.
Everybody's trying to and it's not just, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that
Natasha, tell several things you find irritating.
Keep the tough question.
Shane likes the fact that we're in the hot seat and not him.
Yeah, so be nice, Shane.
Georgie's up.
Oops, late to the party. Georgie, you're not. You're you're on time. The irritating thing is there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that are not in the what we call public eye through WhatsApp chats and Facebook chats.
Actually, the one thing I'll publicly say, and I know a couple people, I know Shane's here. Yeah, exactly, Georgina. People used to be nice. Exactly. Shane will agree with what I'm about to say. Then the need and the urgency put on choreographers to keep pushing out new dances 24/7. That's what I find irritating. The amount of dances being pushed on to pump out nonstop. And I'll use Scott Blevins to this. Scott Blevins has a great theory. He only releases usually 4 to 6 dances a year. At the max 6. Normally it's only 4, because that way people have time to actually get to dance them and not always worry about the new hottest dance coming out.
Yeah, because usually by the time one of us learns it, it's
I think that's one thing that irritates me, for sure. Especially, I did the show and I've done 2 of them on the amount of line dances being released today and being done today, and I expected in a year where we didn't have dance events, the numbers to be at least a little bit lower, and they weren't, and that shocked me. In a way, I understand choreographers still need something to do, but there's been a lot of dances pumped out this year for sure. A lot of dances.
One of the perks of lockdown is that we've been able to chat and, in a sense, hang out, because none of us can be like in person with each other. So like there's behind the scenes Zooms and Facebook Messenger groups and stuff like that, which has been nice to actually hang out with the people who we don't get to hang. Like, we see them at an event, but I don't get to spend more than 5 minutes talking to you because we're working.
Yeah, it's been nice. Like, I've probably talked to Daniel Sherpot more than I ever have. Tim Johnson probably more than I ever have. JP definitely more. Amaj, get to hang out because we've been doing stuff non-dance related. We're playing the Fortnite, and getting to hang out. Natasha, yes, Shane, I love that they are in the seat, but I love that they will be brutally honest. Anybody who knows me knows
he's more
I'm
blunt
pretty
than
well.
I am. He's way more blunt than I am.
Andy, what was your biggest challenge with 7-year media, and how did you get past it? I still deal with it. The biggest challenge I have is music. The biggest challenge we have is broadcasting for the music rights. I still deal with it daily. That's probably the biggest challenge we deal with.
One of them.
What's the...
Like, people interacting on social media. Like, that's a big thing for us.
Yeah, we've been trying to push more and more the interaction with the algorithms to get people to follow and everything like that. But it's stuff like that unfortunately every challenge that I've been able to control, we luckily have been able to overcome. Like, I was able to put stuff out faster. We were able to change with technology. We were able to produce a lot quicker. That stuff I can control. The music, even with buying a license, putting the music up on Facebook, I can't control unless we put it on our own website, and that's if I win the lottery. Jane, hi Jane, miss you. If you had the money and could go anywhere in the world, and you could bring 5 couples with a like, where would you go and who would you invite? I love you, Jane, right now.
Okay, so let's put this in perspective.
That's awesome. That's a nice way to switch up my normal question that I ask instructors and choreographers. I love you. That is awesome.
We're going to go off the bat and say, there's no working. We've tried this.
To be honest, where I'd go, and I think Kelly would agree with me. Actually, before I answer that, I'm going to read Shane's response. I love this. I was thinking about this from a general choreographer's point of view. As a choreographer, you love to create, and especially in other styles, you always create in the new piece of music. That's the reason you see these dances still being produced, especially in lockdown. Yes, for that part, I definitely agree with you, because you need something to still do. I 100% agree with that.
Back to the question.
So back to the question. I think our answers for the location is the same. I think we're going to Australia. I think that's pretty much, that's definitely going to be the answer on that one. 5 couples to bring to hang out with for the week.
We've talked. So the funny thing is, like, we've talked about this to possibly happen one day.
5 couples to possibly go and hang out with. This one's a hard one.
Do they have? Question, Jane. Do they have to be in the dance community?
No, it's whoever we want to bring.
Right, but like some of these people, they might not know.
No, I think they're pretty. That we'd want to bring, they're gonna know everybody. Who would you want to bring that's not in the dance community that I don't know about?
I mean, not both parties are involved in the dance community, though. Like, if we had Tim and Nina's not involved in the dance community, but Timmy is.
Well, that's true. Who would you couple me up with so I could come? I love that. This is where I'm getting at. So, number one right off the bat, Jim, I would couple you up with my other bestie, because I couldn't think of doing this. No, we'll just say where again? Australia. We're going to down under. Aussie. Mainly because Kelly wants to play with a koala bear.
And maybe a kangaroo. Even though I know they're mean.
Hands down, I would love it if both of them would be able to come. That's why I'm going to pay up my buddy Big Jim Stankiewicz and Brian Barakauskas.
Yes.
I cannot. I don't.
That's the hard thing, because not everybody is in a couple.
Right. So that is definitely one. Brian would definitely have to be there. Big Jim definitely would have to be there. I couldn't do that. Trevor and Bree. Trevor Thornton and his girlfriend Brianna would definitely have to be there.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It's not a party without the shenanigan duo.
Yeah, Paul and Stacy.
Paul and Stacy would be a must. It would be cool to hang out with them in Australia. And I think after yesterday, I think Shane is in a new relationship based off his picture on Facebook.
Yeah, Shane, you got some explaining to do.
Hey, Shane, at least you got to play the role of Patrick Swayze.
Very true.
And Amy said it. I think that's pretty safe to say. The last one, the Mondays, Guyton and Nat.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need somebody to have bail money with me.
And the thing is, and they're not a couple, but they used to always travel as a couple, and I love this because we've been to Mexico with them, we've been on trips with them, and that's Melissa Culbertson and JP Potter.
Oh yeah. So that's our
my other bestie, and it's always a good time when we're all together.
You never know what the committee is going to do. With JP.
Take Fred and Georgina.
But Georgina, if I went to some tropical location that wasn't Australia or someplace in Australia, I'm pretty sure you would want to come.
It's a special place. Australia's a special place. That's where she got proposed to.
I know, but that doesn't mean she wants to go. And
I do want to know how the fact that who they decided who was Patrick Swayze and who was Demi Moore in that picture. Jim's comic book questions. I love Jim. Who would win a foot race? Fish, Kid Flash, or Quicksilver? That's a toughie, but I might edge out Quicksilver. We
are rewatching.
Kelly girl, who would be your BFF from Riverdale? Betty, Veronica, or Cherry Blossom? Oh, that's it. I can pick out that easy. It would be Betty. Her best friend would be Betty. I can tell you that right now. So
I need to catch up on Riverdale because we kind of stopped watching.
We had a little judges lockdown from Party Quiz on Zoom last night. The round was Guess the Movie. Oh, I know. I've seen some of the pictures, like Nicola being the Sound of Music. The Jenny Stevenson Blaze of Glory one was priceless, too. Natasha, have you two had some creative COVID dates? What are some creative ways you all have had fun together during COVID?
Date nights usually get interrupted by work.
Yeah,
let's just be honest.
We've cooked a lot more. In the middle of COVID, we moved. So getting to relearn the city here has been kind of fun. Like what is around, what can be done.
Well, not even that. Like when we
still did Disney when it first opened. Very socially distanced. It was awesome. Nobody was there. We got to do the whole park in like 4 hours.
But before we moved, like, yes, we were living together, but we also lived in a house with my parents too. So like we had to kind of learn how to live on our
it was kind of nice having to readjust, not having no one else around but us.
Mom and Dad.
But
so like it's getting used to.
Tim, you did not get kicked out of the group. You know you would be there. Kelly would not let me pick my Fortnite A-team as a couple. Okay?
That would just be awkward.
And Georgie, you're never voted out. Come on.
Georgina, you're invited no matter what. But like some of our date nights have just been, and I hate to say it, putting the phone down and watching a movie. Lately, it's just been like, let's get out of the house and just go walk around somewhere. So, like, we went to Disney Springs the other night
and
just
walked
around to get out of the house.
What's funny is we can definitely count moving as a COVID date. What's funny is, as y'all saw yesterday with the behind the scenes, I pretty much have everything in this office that I could need. The only thing I'm missing is a bathroom, which is right outside the door, and a refrigerator.
Which is down in the garage.
Coincidentally enough, I have one down in the garage that she will not let me put in here because she says that I have to have a reason to leave. So,
well, that it's downstairs with all the gym equipment. That it's
Nina said she's only going if someone is on spider watch.
100%. No spiders. We don't do spiders.
So, but yeah, it's mainly just we've been trying more to turn off, as you could say, walk away from the computer, walk away from a phone, the iPad, and just we play a lot of card games now. We've been playing a lot of card games more.
Board games, card games.
I got her another board game for Christmas. So we actually have bought more books. We're trying to read more.
Book club.
Yeah, Kelly joined a book club where her and a couple girlfriends get together and they all read the same book, and then they.
That's how book club goes.
Meet every month and talk about it.
That's how book club goes.
Well, hey. Good job, Kelly, on the no refrigerator. So we should get you a mini fridge for a mini fridge for the office. I have one, but
Stephen
it's
Bennett,
downstairs.
if it shows up on my doorstep from Amazon, it's being returned to sender.
I know Stephen did ask earlier up here, when are you going to come to the West Coast, say around Labor Day weekend? When the other event eventually cancels.
So here's the funny thing, is I was born and lived in California for the first 6 years of my life, and I have a good amount of family out there. So I don't think you would mind seeing my family. No,
I didn't mind going to Cali. So Natasha wants to know what board game for Christmas. So she's obsessed with the show Friends. So I got her the Friends version of Monopoly. So I've taken her to Friends Fest when it was over in London.
Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, thank you, Shane, for that idea when I saw that you did it. Some of our pops, she has both Friends collections except for like one. And she's a big into the show Friends, so that's what I got her.
He finally put a no on watching Friends before bed.
Nick at Night. Can't do it anymore. The only time I've watched it, I didn't watch the show when I was actually on TV.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's pretty much what we've done during COVID to guys as dates. We go out to dinner. Still.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and I'm pretty sure we pretty much had a date for a week when we drove across country. I mean, I slept a lot, but.
Yeah, that's true. We did drive across country together during COVID. We went from California, the northern part of California, all the way back to Florida. So that was fun. I actually enjoyed it. It was a very fun week, and I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would absolutely do it again. That's the second time I got to drive a U-Haul truck pretty far distance. I moved Scott and Deb Blevins from northern Indiana to New Mexico earlier in the spring, the fall. So that was fun. And then the way smaller truck, it was only a little 10-foot truck from northern Cali to Florida. And we took a couple extra days. I could have made the trip a lot faster. And there was really no reason to. We didn't really need to.
To go out for dinner. Yeah, we, so during all of COVID, like, we know a lot of people who own their own businesses and things like that. So we try and make budget friendly out to dinner nights.
We try to eat a lot of non-change.
So we try, and sometimes, to be honest with you, it's just ordering out and bringing it home. Not everywhere here is open for indoor seating yet. So with that, we're at least still helping support the community. We do like a lot of the smaller restaurants that aren't chains. So.
Where's your favorite place to go out for dinner? Right now, I think we're both in agreement. the place across the street. There's a place called the Cancun.
Cantina.
Isn't it Cancun Cantina?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's just Cantina? Oh, the Cantina. It's a Mexican, it's a tequila bar. But their food is absolutely amazing, and it's monster proportions. Like, a quesadilla is like this.
Yeah, so
It's amazing.
There's technically like a family chain of restaurants because they have the Cantina, which is like the Mexican restaurant across the street. Then they have an Italian kitchen about 20 minutes up the road, which is like a pizza place owned by the same family.
Owned by the same guy. The same guy owns all three of them.
And then there's like the kitchen, which is more American.
The tequila bar one that's across the street. The Mexican food in there is absolutely crazy. Georgina, stop talking. Bad question.
We also do just takeout with Chinese food, Buffalo Wild Wings.
We're very lucky. We moved, and there's pretty much almost anything within 3 miles of our house, our townhome. Like, there's a lot around us. So when we picked this
Chick-fil-A
area,
is less than 3 miles.
when we picked this area, there was tons and tons of options for us not to have to go far, and almost everything delivers. Should try Miguel's Cantina next time you're back in Michigan. I'm down. Kelly and Terry, Miss Pornell has joined us.
Happy birthday!
We wished it earlier, but you weren't here. But happy birthday, Dancing Terry. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. So yeah, that's right now. It's our favorite restaurant.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We go other places too, but
I'm trying to make sure we didn't. I missed any of the questions that's been asked already.
Probably not.
No, I think I got them all.
No, Maddie's.
What is the one hypocritical perception that you feel is blatant, yet no one addresses it?
Really, Maddie? I love you dearly and miss you bunches.
The one I find lately, and I think the sad thing is it's been addressed. It's the how the appropriate levels for a dance. What dance the dance should actually be in. What if is it an absolute beginner? I feel people say it, but yet then they still break what they say. Nope, I didn't want to ignore it. I knew I missed one, and I thought I missed one.
I won't forget about you, Maddie.
I know it's been a lot because I know it happened in a show about 2 weeks ago. It got brought up about dances, and someone shared Line Dancers, the PDF on Line Dancer, what classifies a dance, what level it belongs in. And I feel that even though that's there and everyone knows it and people say it, they just still ignore it. They still don't go by it. That's my personal opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm sure I get lots of flack on it all the time. I'm okay with it. But Fred says, when's the wedding? I knew it. If anybody was going to ask that question, it was going to be either Georgina. The next one, don't blame me.
So my question is but why? Like, are you trying to have a vacation to Florida to go to Disney World?
I kept telling her we should just go to Vegas and elope, solve all the problems right then and there.
No.
You know, I love all the honest answers. Thank you, Maddie. I try to be. But that's the one on that one, to go back to that one real quick. That's the one I feel is the most hypocritical, because people preach it, people say it, and then 3 weeks later, the same people will release a dance in the wrong level. Or it's...
Yeah.
So... when's the wedding?
Moving on.
When's the wedding? I was told...
You are not the only person that asks
You're
that
not.
question.
I was told I was not allowed to propose until she's done with school.
That's me. Like, my stress level can't handle both.
I thought I was in the clear when she got her bachelor's a couple years ago.
So does that mean you want me to go get my doctorate?
No, I already banned the doc. When she brought this up yesterday, I'm the one that banned the doctorate.
So here's the thing. You want to know the funny thing, and I haven't even told him. I get a lot of emails from school. But because I am applying for graduation here in like 2 weeks, they've already sent the emails. So do you want to continue into your doctorate program? And I go, well, let's just see what they offer.
No. Let's not. Let's close that email right now.
So I've looked, and the school does not. They do have a doctorate program that I would do, but I'm not doing. I really need a break from school.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If she goes back for a doctorate, somebody is housing me because I'm leaving the country.
Big Jerry is moving in with you.
I'm going far away. Okay.
So and
I love it though. I don't know if my ordination counts in Vegas though. Yes, the ongoing thing is we were gonna have Big Jim marry us. That was gonna be the thing for the longest time.
Okay.
It's easiest. It's that or JP wants to do it.
That's a no, and JP's already asked to be the flower girl too.
Yeah, I don't know. I could put Potter in a dress.
No. There's 900 reasons why the answer is no.
Look at Kelly's face. Say yeah. For that one, no.
So I'm gonna let's go back. Natasha, I have my undergraduate degree in graphic arts and digital design, and my master's is in social media management with marketing as well. So they just implement that in. But I'm in an accelerated program, which is good and bad at the same time. So I'm in an accelerated program that is combined with my thesis. So I don't have to do a thesis, which is great. Because some master's degrees require it. Some don't. Some wait until the doctorate. It allows everything.
We just got an offer. This one we might have to take
we're
up.
not.
Maddie
Besides
B.
the point.
Maddie B says,
Maddie, you're gonna be banned.
If you allow JP Potter, I will make him a fairy costume with wings to be a flower girl. Please.
No. Not happening. So I'm in an accelerated program for my master's degree, which means I do a 4-year degree in 2 years.
May can't get here soon enough.
I have 2 full classes, and then I have entering the business world class, which is I had to take for my undergrad too, which is pretty much a class that teaches me how to do my job. So,
Maddie, don't ban me, my bad. Tim Johnson, I volunteer JP Potter as tribute.
Tim, if you weren't careful, you're going to be a volunteer
I'm not
too.
putting Guyton in a dress, Amy. The world has seen that enough.
No, this is my wedding. We are not putting anybody in a dress who doesn't belong
Tim,
in a dress.
aren't you still supposed to show it with pink hair somewhere?
No, it's a pink beard.
Or a pink, was it pink beard? Wasn't that supposed to happen? If I remember faintly, something pink was supposed to happen with your mainly...
Something happened at Fred and Georgie's wedding?
Between you and Shane, something like who wore it better or something? Kelly, you better hurry up and ask her before she decides to continue school.
It's okay.
That would be Tim, if you're gonna sport the pink, I get to shut up.
But yeah, I don't know which is gonna come first, that or another dog, because he's been pushing for a new dog here for some reason. We don't have the room. If we had our dog here with us right now, I would show her to you, but she is currently on vacation at my parents'. With us going to Disney and whatever, I didn't find it fair to leave her locked up in a crate. She is crate trained. So she's staying for an extended vacation at my parents' house, and I will go get her in a couple weeks, along with the cat, who is Kelly's BFF. The cat hates him. But we don't have room. We have a lot of stuff. Kelly's office alone has more stuff you cannot buy.
I still have lots of
They
floor
have
space,
not seen the closet.
which is a good thing. The closet is full of equipment and a lot of DVDs.
Yeah.
That's what happens when I find a sale.
I have a feeling that a lot of people...
Shane. Oh, yes, Timmy, I remember now. Pink beard, my friend.
Sorry, Tim.
Sorry, Tim.
Payback for all those late night Fortnite, because I'm pretty sure you guys were playing until like 10:30 last night, our time.
No, Tim was...
Yes, because I was on the Zoom call.
I was back to playing. He was already in bed. What's going on, Mr. Turner?
Hey, Jason.
Our dog's name is Kenzie.
So that was actually the name she came to us with.
But that was
We
the name
liked it.
we liked. We're going to pick it anyway.
So she is a lab terrier. Body of a lab, head of a terrier.
All that gray I'm seeing reminds us a special day is coming up, Kelly boy. Wow, Jimbo. Thanks, bro.
Big Jim has gray too.
He's calling me old is pretty much.
Well, I know.
Yeah, the gray is coming in more thick. It does show really well in the beard. Kelly did point it out that I'm starting to get it in the sideburns of my hair. She likes to point it out religiously. Over and over and over. It's going to grow back. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, I know.
So yes, the beard does get a little gray. But yeah, this Friday, I'm turning 41. I am turning 41. Yes, but it's in a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some fun birthday stuff planned.
Yep, I'm turning 41.
Jason Turner's taking part.
I'm getting old. Pluck the ones in the sideburns and it will come back thicker. What the? Jason!
You can pluck them, Jason!
What is one dance both of you refuse to miss? Are you, Maddie, dance event or dance in general? Thank you, Jane.
I have a feeling we'll talk to Jane on Friday.
41? I will alert AAR. Wow, Jimbo.
I feel like usually when we're at Guyton's, we talk
Paul,
to Jane
can
or
you...
Boo. Danny.
Mr. Malabon joining in. How can you call this Sunday Funday without any mimosas? Bro. You can't see your light. What? Yeah, I can only see... mine's the same way right now because I have it up over here, Britt.
But mine isn't.
Kelly can see all the comments. I'm sitting next to you. I can't see the comments. I can only see as people join. Luckily, I have my program shows the comments.
I don't know. Facebook's weird.
So, and we're sitting next to each other. Dance in general, like you're working and you stop to dance. Oh, that's easy. I can name hers in a heartbeat. It's Shaking My Head.
First dance I ever learned.
Shaking My Head by Guyton is the dance. Don't worry, JP, Sam, and I will have for you all. I'm sure you will, guys. I'm sure you will. I agree with Danny. What's going on, Sammy?
Oh, the other thing is sometimes we see comments that aren't on Facebook that are on YouTube.
No, I see them. Yeah, YouTube. No. Yeah, Jane Kelly. We're reading Jane's. Jane's watching on YouTube, and I can see the YouTube comments. Maddie, I know hers is Shaking My Head by Guyton. JP Potter. Potter, by the way, I know it's Sunday Funny. You drink mimosas. The ongoing thing right now is...
You're wearing a fairy dress and being the flower girl in our wedding.
If you become the flower girl when we get married, and Maddie B wants to make you fairy dress with wings for you to wear. So you might want to take that up with Miss Maddie B. Miss you too, Brother Sam. Hope things are well up there in North Kakalaki. My dance, Maddie, it's easy. Hideaway Cha. I will drop everything I'm doing and learn Hideaway Cha in a heart. Do Hideaway Cha, and if it's two-step and Rachel's around, yes, you won't.
I know the answer to Georgina's question.
Fred says, "What was the last dance workshop you both took at the same time together?"
Ooh, I can't tell you that.
I can.
What one?
Straight to the Castle was the last one we took together.
Oh, together. My last one that I learned was Limelight in Nashville. I mean, I've learned a couple others since then, but Trevor Andrew Thornton, I'm gonna punch you.
Wedding? Did I miss the engagement?
No!
Dude, we could have got a deal getting rings together.
No! End of discussion. I will call Bree now.
We'll talk, T.
No, not happening. Bad idea.
It's a bad idea to marry me now? You said that live.
No, getting a deal on rings. No. Even though
no, you didn't miss anything, Jason and Trevor and all that. It got asked earlier when we're getting married by Mr. Fred Whitehouse. So Georgina seems like, oopsie.
Somebody just wants a vacation in the States.
Vote for JP. That's right, guys. Now, gosh, don't forget, tomorrow midnight is the last day you can vote for the Crystal Boot Awards. Let me throw this in here right now. JP Potter is up for Dedicated DJ. If you haven't yet, get your votes in. Go and vote. I already did. I voted the first day they opened. We did a whole show. I did all my voting live. You saw everything I voted for. So, anybody who wants to question that I'm hiding about it, I will gladly tell you I did it on the show. And yes, I voted for Limelight for Advanced Dance of the Year, and if it wins, that is getting my vote for Dance of the Year live on that night. I still feel Limelight is the best dance of the year, hands down, no questions asked. Now y'all got to live stream the engagement and the wedding.
Yes, we. When the day comes, we will post. We will share. It will probably be a closed wedding.
Actually, Fred, I take that back. I learned Cyber Remix from Trevor when he taught it at the barn. I did learn Cyber Remix. Though. But I did take a class, so I did learn Cyber Remix. I just learned the other one he taught that was by Shane.
Perfect.
No. Perfect Crime.
Perfect Crime. The wedding will probably be closed to family and possibly friends that can't be there. But we're not broadcasting our wedding. That's awkward. Yeah. For me.
Yes, Maddie, you do really need to learn Limelight. Trevor still teaches once a month, Danny, once a month. Bama walking around with a ring on her neck until Kelly Girl realizes it.
If you can get something around her neck and her not throw a fit.
Jason now wants to know, pause, why can't I be the flower girl?
I already have a flower girl picked out and it's none of y'all.
Man, I'll absolutely make 2 costumes. I don't whoa. I don't know. I might pay good money to watch JP and Jason skip down the aisle in a fairy costume with flowers.
You want to explain to your niece why she's not the flower girl?
We're not talking about that. I'm just saying.
She's the same one who convinced you to buy her a guinea pig.
I would have bought Ashley a guinea pig that day. Her dad asked me politely not to put a guinea pig in that house.
It's already a zoo.
But I still...
No. And no. And JP or Jason, if you show up to my wedding in a fairy dress...
Now, Danny, I think I'd be a solid flower girl. It's sad I got a bunch of grown men fighting over who's going to be a flower girl.
Instead of a stag, there will be...
Stag wedding, too. I'll wear... Oh, Danny, no.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Neither of us, absolutely love cakes, so... We're not really cake people.
And Maddie, at this point, I feel I need to make the costume regardless. Instead of seeing dancing T-Rexes at the next event, we're going to see a bunch of dancing fairies with wings.
Yes.
I feel like that's going to be... I have a feeling that's going to be the thing. So.
Yeah. Welcome to my life. I love our friends dearly.
So.
I mean...
Me and Brian can officiate the ceremony together. Oh man.
I mean, it's gonna be a fun time, but there's a few things that
Y'all are cray cray.
will be traditional about it.
Y'all are absolutely crazy. But yeah, that's I did learn 2 dances. I actually had time to actually learn classes at the barn. It was great. At events, I usually don't. Danny, it was just pretty much a Q&A with us, bro. That's pretty much it was. It was just a little Q&A today. Yeah, talking about different things. Just a little Sunday chill day. Chris, how long have we been together? 6.5 years. Our anniversary is August 1st. We started dating August 1st, 2014. So this August 1st will be 7 years. Maddie, I love we're all planning a wedding way before the ask. You can take things later.
You don't think it's the first time that the wedding's already been planned?
Fred said you're welcome. Yeah.
I'll enlist your help, Fred.
Our anniversary is August 1st. That's why we always usually turn the World Dance Masters trip into an extended anniversary trip. So we take a little time.
AKA vacation.
I'm now getting text messages of pictures of mimosas. Danny's asking a bunch of questions. What's your favorite food?
Chicken.
Yeah, Kelly's anything chicken.
Georgina, who's the better morning person?
Me. I'm usually up first thing. Kelly's not.
I will stay up super late and I will work until the wee hours of the morning before I get up early.
What's my favorite food? My favorite food is probably grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yes.
Hands down. My favorite my favorite color. Hello, green.
Favorite beer.
My favorite beer. That's a toss up between right now Hopsecutioner from Terrapin Tap Room IPA, and probably Space Dust. Both IPAs. They're both great beers. I really don't have a favorite TV show. I'm definitely the better morning person. If you're a dance step, what dance step would you each be? That's funny.
I have no idea. Year 7. So I will say this: our wedding would not be August 1st because of the fact that World Dance Masters is happening, and there's a lot of people who we would want to possibly come. So yeah, it's gonna be really difficult to plan a wedding because everybody just needs to figure out when their events are and stay on the same weekend. Hi Megan.
Danny, what temperature do you take a shower at? Danny, Kelly's is scalding hot.
I don't take cold showers. Favorite drink?
Yeah, that's Kelly's is Dr. Pepper. Mine is
Non-alcoholic.
no. My favorite? Probably Surge. I love Surge. I wish every place would bring it back. I found it when I was on my road trip in Texas. I randomly will find it at a gas station in a can still. On our way to Myrtle Beach, the year before Kelly and I got together, when Shane and I were following each other in the truck in his car, we found a gas station that had it by the case, and we bought every one of them.
Yes, you did.
I bought them all.
What's the...
Oh, I meant alcoholic. Sasha was different. I'm usually a beer guy. I do like mojitos.
Yes.
I do like mojitos, but I'm mainly a beer guy. I stay away from drinking liquor drinks for a couple years now. I used to drink Southern Comfort on a regular basis and Fireball on a real regular basis. But I'm mainly a beer guy now. When we all go to WDM in August, what will be our first drink? Mine will be beer.
What will mine be?
Probably a Skittle Bomb.
That's not a drink. That's a shot.
Drink? Koppenberg. You'd have your cider. I'm going to go to Megan's first and then come back to Turner's. Do y'all have a favorite memory with the other person? What's your favorite memory with me?
I don't know if I have a favorite.
Who's the biggest?
No, we're not answering that, Danny. He's asked it 3 times. Favorite memory. I don't know. Like, we've had a lot of good stuff.
Jason, would the two of you ever run a dance event if given the chance your own?
Yes.
Yes. It's nothing that has never crossed my mind. If I had the money, absolutely. I've thought of locations. I used to
event coordinate. So
I've already thought of different locations I could do it. The answer is hands down yes. Maddie B, who do you think has the best manage and judge choreography contests? # yeah, I did. I'm going to answer that in 2 parts because I agree with 2 parts of this. Managed, I'm going to have to say Jamie Marshall's. Fort Wayne is the best managed one for the amount of people she gets and the organization she gets and stuff like that. Judged, I'm going to say the USLDCC only because I like the fact that they give placements. I don't agree.
I don't know if she's just meaning in the U.S. though.
I don't agree with the step sheet being judged. I never have. I never will. Overall, the way it's
he didn't read that.
The way it is, I like Chicago's and Vegas's the best, only because the prize of all these choreography contests is a teaching spot. I feel having the people teach it proves that you can be an instructor, which if you're going to give out an instructor spot, I feel that you should, that should show that you can instruct. So I love the way Chicago does that on that aspect. Julie Ellis, happy birthday, by the way, Julie.
I'll call you later.
Hope you're having a great day. Who would your top 5 instructors be and where? I've done this one. I know this, but I can answer this right off the top of my hat. My answer to my own question that I always ask everybody. Shane, I'm going to answer your question. I've actually answered this before, but I'll answer it in a minute. It'd either be in Aspen, Colorado, or Australia, only because I've always wanted to learn how to ski, and I love this. I love going up to places like that. Australia, how can you not want to go to Land Down Under? My 5 would have been right off the bat Brian Barakauskas, hands down. Rob Glover. Will Craig. Guyton, can't do it without him. And I wanted a woman, and I answered this over and over again, Joanne Brady. I feel that woman is one of the best instructors I've ever met in my life.
I love her and miss her much.
Shane asked, why don't you like the sheet being judged? Because I don't feel how you write a sheet determines how well you can choreograph. And most of the instructors in the industry today don't write their own sheets.
I mean, Shane, you might.
I know many of instructors, and Guyton will back me up on this. If writing a step sheet was ever a judge and determining whether or not you got the job back then, we would never have Guyton. Guyton didn't write his sheets for years. I know many of people who don't write their own step sheets, and so now it's being judged on how well someone can write for you, and I've always agreed with that. How well a step sheet is written has nothing to determine with how good of an instructor or how good of a choreographer you are, in my opinion. That just proves you know how to write. I was never an English major. Luckily, I've written enough and been taught enough over the years, but
Don't worry,
we
I
would
still check his step sheets.
we would not have. Georgina said Shane loves doing step sheets, but that's the thing.
I think Take the Ride still needs a step sheet.
Hush over there. I know lots of people who don't write their own. So now you're putting it in me being judged against someone who has it professionally written. And that's always been my take on it. Judge me on how well I can create something. And if you need to put it how judge us how well we dance something. I'm a prime example too. I'm so bad at right. I think we should be moving to just instruction. I love you. Guyton did that for the past year. I don't even think Sound of Silence has one. I'm not even sure, but I agree. I think we should be moving to just instructional videos. With the way the world is, I'm surprised. I'm surprised the sheets are so popular. Still, I know a lot of people, and I'm not taking anything away with it, that learn from step sheets. But I've also known a lot of people that learn from step sheets wrong. Because they interpret what it says, and when they go to watch the video, they're confused. Because they determine... Georgina even said, back in the day, there was a step sheet writer for all the top choreographers. Exactly. No one wrote their step sheets back in the day. No one ever did. So, to sit there and say, oh, we part of your score is based on how the step sheet is written. And the other thing, I know one thing, and this is the one thing I'm curious... I was always curious about with the USLDC scoring. One of the things that was judged is, it says it right on there, if you're in the right division. And so now you're putting it, we put our dances in the division by what the rules state the dance should be in. But now you're asking the judges to determine whether or not they think that they're in the right division, and that puts it a personal opinion now on that. So even though we're following the rules and we're in where the dance is listed how it should be based on the steps, based on the rule book, a judge might not agree with that because they don't agree with the rule book, and that right there already takes it down. I know the Fort Wayne one does. That the part of your judges is based on the step sheet. I don't remember if Chicago does or not. Megan, so many sheets have typo and direction issues. Yes, 100% agree with you. It does. Like Maddie even said, it makes a mess in competition. Oh yeah, I can agree with that. 100% agree with all of that. Divisions are crazy. What's a beginner at an event may not be beginner at home classes.
Correct.
That is 100% correct.
And that's the hard thing.
Tim Johnson just did confirm Chicago does count the sheet in your score. So there you go.
And that's hard.
And that's hard. That's asking. But now you're putting our writing ability.
But then it adds into what something's called here in the States is not necessarily what it's called overseas. So, and that just becomes difficult.
Yeah. And then
Tim and Maddie are going to be good friends.
And then you have restart and tag issues and whether or not where those fall into place, and then you got a whole mess of craziness. Right. Tim, I remember this because I saw the scores. You did awful, but yet your dance that you competed was in the top 10 on Copper Knob the week the competition was, if I'm not mistaken. Which I find hysterically funny. I brought this up to a couple people when I specifically was talked about that. Because I remember one of the things in Chicago is judged on, I guess, ability to be popular or something like that, ability to reach people. And the dance you competed, you'd already, it's one you released, obviously, and you were in either the top 10 or top 15. You came last. And I'm like, they gave you a score, and I looked at one of the judges who was telling me about it. I go, you realize that's one of the most popular dances on Copper Knob right now, right? They go, wait, what? I go, yeah. I go, it's being taught everywhere, it's being danced everywhere. Shane, I totally agree with the judging a teach if the prize a teach spot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. I love that. Jason Turner. I'm not a fan of the sheet being scored, but what if we dance differently than how the sheet is written? We have brought this up many times.
Don't get him started.
This goes back to what
please.
Megan said, the direction arrows. It has happened to me. I think it being scored does help us in the end. Right, but what if you dance something what if you dance something one way and your sheet doesn't matches it and it's your own choreography though? I understand completely if you're learning a dance for a competition, that's something totally different. That's on them. But if you wrote the sheet and you submitted a dance and you dance it a wholly different way, which one is the correct way then? The way you're dancing it or the way the sheet is? How's the judge supposed to know that? Maybe you danced it wrong. And that's why I always bring up the discussion. If you're not dancing the way the sheet matches, which one is actually right? Mm-hmm. We've had this happen a couple years ago when someone got completely disqualified for dancing the dance the way the step sheet not the way the step sheet said. So Tim just said, in fairness, my sheep corrupted when I emailed it. I didn't know until I got the score sheet and noticed. Shane, come on, Tim. That's an excuse I used in high school. I'm glad the fact that both of y'all had email in high school.
I did.
Again.
Tim's not that much older than me.
I was referring to the fact that I didn't have email in high school.
Oh. It's like, wait a second.
Right, and I love that. Megan just said, the judges can still give you feedback on the sheet, but you don't need to be graded. Agreed. Maddie B. Totally space, and not every choreographer has the ability to instruct. Absolutely, and not every instructor is a good choreographer. I've always believed in the statement, and I've said this many times. There are great instructors out there that can't choreograph. There are great choreographers out there that can't instruct. And there's that great group of people that can do both. And that's where you find the elite. The person that can do it both.
No, he did not have email in high school.
Nope, I didn't have email in high school, Natasha. It was right before the internet craze and everything like that. We were learning, we would type and would ring, but it wasn't until it might have been the end of my senior year as I became a freshman, is when we really learned about email. At least I did. Haha, hashtag old. Thanks, Meg. Thanks.
I was given a laptop. I went to a private school. We had laptops in high school, so
right.
We emailed our stuff to our teachers.
So, but hopefully y'all enjoyed the Sunday Fun Day little Q&A with K and K. I still like that little thing I came up with. I thought that was good. I'll think of an answer to that. There is one, but I have to put it together.
Just text it to him.
Oh, this is why I love you, Turner. This is why I love you. But hope y'all had a little fun today. This was just a little fun session, a little Q&A. Hope y'all enjoyed harassing us about marriage.
I'm used to it.
Maddie B didn't have one till the military. Nice. Tomorrow, it's just got me. We're going to talk about the first 95 episodes, what y'all liked, what we did, what we had some fun with before we start the interviews on Tuesday. I have interview Tuesday, interview Wednesday, Thursday, leading up to Guyton on Friday. It's going to be a great week, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Until tomorrow, guys, have a great rest of the Sunday. See ya.
Bye.